This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top.
Yo!
Yo.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning indeed. It is a morning here.
What's happening?
Early morning.
We're here for episode 75. Now, last week I said it wasn't a very significant number, or the week before, but 75. That is
That's a
three
lot.
quarters of the way to the big 100. So,
We've done very well.
Damn.
it's a pretty special big app. We're here.
Congrats.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah.
We're here with Noah and Alex from the Debbies. Lads, thanks so much for coming on the
Going
show.
on. Thanks for having us.
Thanks,
Guys.
Thanks for having us,
I think
guys.
it's
Stoked to be
yeah,
here.
third time lucky. First time we had to reschedule. The other night
Yeah.
we were ready to rock, minus Brad, and then we couldn't.
We were
We
hunting,
were hunting for headphones in your military
The Navy.
base or Navy base where you work at as a lifeguard.
Yeah, no, it was pretty hectic. Did some things that I probably shouldn't have done, but, had to do it for the podcast, but still came out.
Showed
as a
some
loss.
confidential files.
Yeah.
I'm still glad it
Found the
happened,
nuclear
though.
codes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Coordinates.
don't think I've ever heard of two boys in the same band working as a lifeguard at a Navy base. Wait, you're a
I've heard of
lifeguard?
someone
Yeah.
working at a Navy base.
Yeah.
Pretty red
Pretty
hot.
rare. Pretty
Yeah.
rare.
I reckon it is pretty rare, but it is pretty cool. It's a bit of a flex.
Mm.
You guys should write a concept album about it.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
In the
It's
Navy.
about- It's about time.
Yeah.
Before we get fired.
It's a story that needs to be told, I think.
Yeah.
Navy base is so decent. What's been going on, Adam? We finished watching Ted Lasso season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Great. It's good.
That's it.
Loving it. I've moved on. I'm now watching The Sopranos
Oh,
while I'm waiting for that. And I'm just worried that I'm going to get whacked all the time now by some mafioso.
yeah,
Very deep into it. But
Yeah, you're at the Italian restaurant for a while.
yeah, they're
And
going to kill me.
Yeah.
I've disrespected someone and I will get whacked. Anyway,
Get what's coming to you.
Good
Did
luck.
anyone watch Squid Game?
yeah.
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 Squid
It
Game.
was pretty good. It was
Do we watch
It is
the?
pretty
Do
good.
you watch the sub or the dub?
Subbed all the way.
Dub
Good.
was like a crime. It was
Dub.
Dub was like monkey
It was-
magic. Like, you remember like monkey magic and voices just
Yeah.
moving out of the words. Like it just
I
moved
watched,
out too
I
much.
watched dubbed because I don't have the attention span to watch subbed anymore.
Yeah.
But
No, that's fair
I
enough.
thought
no,
I
it was
didn't,
good.
but the dub was just like it made it a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't take it
I
seriously.
watched the dub, but Georgia always watches everything with subtitles anyway,
Whoa.
which is just something that she does. So we had subtitles and it never matched up,
Yeah.
which then I found
I
really
actually
funny.
didn't think the dub. I think the dub was something that you just got used to. I didn't actually think it was that bad. By the end of it, I thought the voices, like the main character's voice, I thought it was. I was like looking at him, going like, I feel like that's what you would sound like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like it took away, especially like in the later episodes, there's so much like emotion and yelling. I think it just took away
Yeah.
from that.
I
dub.
think so.
Yeah.
Well. And I just think like there's some bloke in a studio like absolutely pouring his heart out just over some video. It's
Yeah,
like
no,
it just cooks me out. I don't know. It's just not for me.
The girl who gets with the guy who's got like a penis tattoo on his face, like that girl's voice acting is so bad. Like it's so
yeah.
bad. Like they must be sitting around a table, like all of them, and she's just going like yelling, and it's just like everyone's looking at her going, "Can you just?" Shut
It's a bit much. I wouldn't even know. Yeah.
Overall though, good show.
Good show.
Yeah.
So, you lads, we spoke about it the other night before we actually fake recorded and then didn't record. But
Yeah.
what year did you guys start the band? 2019?
Yeah, it's
Um,
properly the end of 2018. Like properly
Yeah.
recorded our first song in December 2018, but then properly like started it at the January 2019.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you were Unearth High finalists that year, weren't you? 2019?
Yeah.
yeah, 2019.
That was a crazy good start. Because then I was looking...
Feels like so
Awesome.
long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the past like year and a half, 2 years now, it's gone for like
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 decades.
Plus it's gone. Yeah, it's been like COVID. So like, feels like the last really cool thing that happened was that. But yeah,
Well, I was gonna say you guys,
Like-
because when I was going back and seeing what you guys done, you've played like heaps of festivals and freaking heaps of good shows, released a bunch of songs. But in the
Yeah.
past year, I mean, for everyone, haven't really
Yeah.
had to do much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's been pretty quiet. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel
It's
like
pretty
it's starting
much-
to pick up a little bit recently though, because we put out the new song and it
Mm.
felt pretty good. So like, feels like starting to come back a bit, and hopefully the
Mm.
shows come back. But yeah, no, there was definitely a period there where we did not much at all.
Yeah. Have you been able to book any shows?
I think honestly, I'm not too with it. I think there's like a lot of things on postpone kind of things. Like it's like when we hear a bit more and the dates get locked in, then that's happening. Like I'm pretty sure we got a tour with Tina Jones still happening, and then yeah, I don't even remember, to be honest.
Well,
That was
in
so long ago.
in 2020, when like all the shows were getting cancelled, we did do a EP, like our first EP, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So, you know, that
Yeah,
gave, you know, that was
we still got to go on tour for that on this at the start of this year, which was sick. So
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it feels so long ago though to think that we went on tour like at the start of this year, because I don't know, this year's gone so fast.
Yeah.
It went that quick.
But but nah, it feels like the shows are gonna come back in like the next month or so. I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a feeling.
I'm pretty
But
Booking
keen.
agents
pretty
fucking
keen.
having a fucking meltdown right now.
Who?
yeah, I know.
Trying to,
I don't
trying
know-
to
I don't know how
reschedule
they're
everything
doing
and
it.
book everything
Yeah,
at the same
God.
time.
I know.
Yeah.
Everyone's like I swear there's some people who like are just copping it so hard as well, like separate from the artist as well. Like it just feels like it's such a collective thing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not just the people playing. It's like there's so many other people
Yeah.
that you wouldn't even think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a rot, but hopefully
Yeah.
it's heaps better moving
Yeah, it should
forward.
be a good summer at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, it should come
Yeah.
back bigger than anything.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah, you
hope so.
mentioned
Pretty keen.
you mentioned the new single "Sinner." That song's really sick. It sounds a bit more like of a mature sound. I don't know. Did you guys
Yeah,
kinda
cheers.
think, or were you thinking that
Yeah,
when you were writing it?
Definitely wrote it to be a bit more mature for sure. I actually, that's kind of like the word I kind of described it as well. Like, I don't know. I think it's just me like getting a bit older too, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. It does sound like it's a lot different to like our early like high school kind of songs where we just got in there and, you know, let's just make a rock song. But now it's like more like
Yeah.
that. Sinner was a bit more mature, like you said.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more thought out. I think every time we make a song, we always try and like top the last one. So we
Yeah.
always try and think of something else that we could do. It's kind of like happening with what we're doing at the moment as well. Like we're always looking at the last song, thinking how we could make it better, which I think is the best thing you can do. And I think that shows in a little bit like throughout the EP and throughout, you know, Sinner obviously. And I don't know, just the instruments, like we chucked in, we used this thing we've never used before. And like, I don't know, now next time we go, it's like, what else can we find that we haven't used yet,
Yeah.
you know?
What was the
Yeah.
thing you used that was new?
It was like it wasn't a synth. It was like a pedal. It's in the bridge, like in that bit where it's just me singing and the guitar, but it's really like this like angelic, like spinning boomerang thing.
Oh.
I don't really know how to describe it. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's like this boomerang effect thing where it's like this pedal, but like it sounds like a synth, but it wasn't a synth. I don't know. I can't really
And you
describe
spin it
but-
around.
No, you don't spin the pedal around.
Sound.
It like
The
Yeah.
sound.
the sound spins.
Yeah.
Like if you listen with
You've invented
Yeah.
an instrument.
Yeah.
if you listen with headphones on, it sounds like it's going
Ah, okay.
left,
It
right.
literally,
like-
it's kind of like sounds like a UFO is like taking off or something.
Right.
Like,
I get you.
yeah. We had
Yeah.
a few risers in there too. Like just before the second chorus, there's a little riser that goes like woo, like sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mad. That's sick.
But I think if we're gonna do an EP or whatever's coming next, we're not too sure, but we're gonna try and keep like a bit of a theme going. So maybe like trying to get that sort of sound in each of the songs or get something else in each of the songs could make it feel pretty connected, which is cool.
Mad. That sounds awesome.
Nice.
I can definitely hear a bit of Violent Soho impact on your music, but
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I was a little bit surprised when you chose Machine Gun Kelly as the other album.
Yeah.
What was the thinking behind choosing
Yeah.
that album against Violent Soho?
I don't know. That's all I've been listening to for the past like year. Hey, like I haven't listened to like much other stuff. As I don't know, I'm heaps into this like new wave pop punk thing going on at the moment. Like I think it's coming back, and I don't know. And I feel like the songs I'm making now are like, it's starting to kind of rub off a little bit, but I'm kind of stoked about it too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like I'm heaps into it. I think what they're doing is heaps cool, and I think it's something to jump on.
It's
Decent.
weird.
Yeah.
A lot of I've seen. I mean, Machine Gun Kelly has been like the most controversial man especially the past like month, talking shit about Slipknot and like every other band. And like you see a lot of people or punk bands especially like say, "Fuck Machine Gun Kelly, he's a wanker," which he is a little bit of a wanker. However,
Yeah, he is.
him and like all those other, I don't even know what they were before, if they were rappers or singers, are now doing like pop punk music, and they're all like in the charts. It's a good thing for like punk and rock music.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
So
I
I don't know.
think the people who kind of like block it off, like obviously like MGK and like, you know, with their fame comes them being like dickheads as well. But like, I think like the people who kind of gatekeep it a little bit, like, are the same people who go like, "Oh, bring punk back."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're the exact same people who go like, "Oh, punk comes back. This new music that's coming out at the moment, like, isn't like what it used to be." And then as soon as it comes out, like MGK makes a good punk song, they go like, "Oh, like fuck MGK." You know what I mean? Like,
And like,
but I think if you just listen, like, not the artist, but I just like the way they're like Travis Barker produces like all this new like punk stuff, and I just froth it. I think it's heaps well produced, and like I just think he's a nutcase, and the music sounds good.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad. I mean, like this album being so big, hopefully it can lead to more, like I guess just rock at the top. But I mean, it's not a bad thing. I don't
I was
understand.
just
people
thinking-
I think it definitely is bringing it up. Like, you know, it's like kind of setting a trend, which is good. Like,
I think a lot of people have followed on.
Yeah.
Like I think even like not Olivia Rodrigo's followed on from him probably, but like I don't know. I feel like that "Good for You" song that she dropped is pretty like rock.
There's a few
you know?
tracks on
Like,
her album that are straight up just pop punk songs, and it's cool.
Yeah, I know. Like I reckon it's sick, and like I just think it's coming back in a way where like people realize that it's like actually a sick genre, and you don't have to be like some real like different person to listen to it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna smash through little facts of these two albums, and then we'll get into chatting. So, Machine Gun Kelly, actual name Colson Baker. Not the best name, but Machine Gun Kelly's pretty cool.
Colson.
Colson.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't have Colson Baker tattooed on his back. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did you see the other day? It was like, I don't know what interview it was, but Megan Fox was like, "Yeah, I just went up to him, and I was like, man, you smell like weed." And then he looked back and he said, "I am weed." It's like,
Yeah,
And then he disappeared in a puff of
yeah.
smoke.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That whole GQ thing was just like
I thought it was a joke.
so. Yeah, so like so just like famous like thing. I don't know. Just like you just get it just smells of fame or something. Like,
Yeah.
Truly in their
It's
own
kind of like
bubble.
it's all planned.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's all planned in a way, like Travis Barker and Chloe's relationship and MGK and Megan Fox's. Like, it's kind of like a status boost for like each other, I guess. Like, I don't know, that's how I
some
see it.
master plan.
I feel like I've said that about every single Kardashian relationship though. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Every single
Yeah.
time one pops up.
it's
Back in the spotlight.
always true love.
Yeah.
So this was his fifth studio album, released on September 25th, 2020 by Bad Boy Records, which is Puff Daddy's label. So he's still on the hip hop side of things there. It was produced by Travis Barker from Blink-182, which Blink-182 come up on every single podcast we do. Couple of tracks worked on by Keith Varon, Nick Mira, and Amar Fidi as well. And Barker played drums on the album.
I love Omar.
Yeah.
Fetty,
What is
or
he?
whatever
What
his
is he?
name- I don't
What else
know.
has he worked on? Because his name's
He
come
he did Mood, and he does like heaps of Kid Leroy's like guitars and stuff.
Right.
He's just I reckon he's the guy.
Stay by Kid Leroy is like the best song of this year.
Oh.
I'm a sucker for that 2-minute long pop track. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 3 singles: Bloody Valentine, Concert for Aliens, and My Ex's Best Friend. It peaked at 2 in Australia, 3 in the UK, and 1 in the US. And it was the only rock album to get to number 1 in the States last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every other album was pop.
That's
or
what I
hip-hop.
mean.
Yeah, there it is. The only rock album. So that's a pretty
he's bringing it.
large claim.
Crazy.
A couple little things. He had to get clearance from Fall Out Boy to release Body Bag, as it sounds heaps like Dance Dance. Well, that's what they
True,
thought.
yeah.
And then
Was that on the? That was on the deluxe.
yeah, I
one,
don't think it's
wasn't it?
actually on the album, but so he wrote a song and then he didn't actually even put it on the album. And then he had another song called Times of My Life that didn't make the album because Tom Petty's estate didn't give him clearance for it. So he was like,
right.
Yeah, right.
Wait, Tom who?
Tom Petty, like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and then
Oh
he
yeah.
died last year or 2 years ago.
Has I was actually like, this is a bit off track, but he went on tour recently with, and his main support was this guy JXDN, and he's kind of like a little brother to like Machine Gun Kelly. Like he makes kind of the same music. It's all produced by Travis Barker, and there's this one song on that album called A Wasted Year,
Sounds like
and it's
Feeling This.
yeah, and it's full. If you go on the song credits, dude, it's written by Mark Hoppus, Tom DeLonge, and it's
Shit.
written by like maybe
Blink.
maybe they put that in just to be like, just in case anyone's concerned. Yes, we know this sounds like
Yeah.
it's the same rhyme.
Feeling This, is it? What was
Yeah.
the song again?
Yeah, feeling this.
Feeling This, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of songs
But,
on this album that sound a lot like...
Yeah.
You can tell Travis Barker has his hands all over this record. I mean, obviously he produced
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
we'll get into that in a sec. So, Violent Soho. Can't believe this is the first time we're doing a Violent Soho album, but they're from Mansfield in Brizzy. This is their 4th studio album, released on March 18th, 2016 by IOU Records. We've mentioned them before. City Calm Down, D Maze, DZ Death Rays are all on there.
Very good.
Yep. Produced by Bryce Moorhead. He did Hungry Ghost, and I can't actually find what else he did. I'm sure he's done something more.
Did you see the drummer from Violent Soho selling his drum kit that they recorded Hungry Ghost
Oh,
on?
really?
Yeah, I did see that.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
It's fucking bullshit, man.
Man. Like, just cause? Or is he doing it for, like, charity or
Yeah, he's like he's just like sliding in my DMs.
Shit.
I was like, I will.
Same.
That's so nice. There was 6 singles on this: Like Soda, Viceroy, So Sentimental, Blanket, No Shade, and How to Taste. Debuted at 1
Yeah.
on the ARIA charts and won 2 ARIA awards for Best Rock Album and Best Group. And it was the Triple J Listeners' Best Album of 2016. And I'm pretty sure like all of those singles made the Hottest 100 that year, or maybe
Yeah,
big year.
I remember like heaps of them did.
Yeah.
Like
they like dominated it. They always do though whenever they
such
put out
a
music.
such a polished album.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
Front
yeah,
to back.
Yeah, well, that's all I got for facts. Let's smash through. I mentioned it before, but Travis Barker is truly producing this album. Like, if you listen to one Blink song, you listen to this album, you're like, oh yeah, that sounds like a
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the drunk face. Is it? Is that one of the?
Oh,
Yeah.
the outro's got the feeling this,
That's
like double
yeah.
vocal.
That's the
Yeah.
other thing that I was like, sounds exactly
Yeah.
like Feeling This. There's a lot of drum phaser.
Oh, at the
end.
end. Yeah.
There's a lot of drum phaser, and then World War 3 is like a classic little Blink short song as well.
Yeah.
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 And there's so many more shit, but yeah, Travis Barker is all
I think
over it.
I think the tempo is like all like so similar to just like all Blink
Yeah.
songs. Like
Yeah, it's quite
they
high.
don't like to slow down.
No.
Yeah.
He's really
Two.
Nah, it's very good. And then the movie they made on YouTube, the Tickets to My Downfall like music video, but it was for like the whole album.
oh,
I haven't
right.
seen
Did
that.
you guys
Yeah.
see that?
No.
Yeah, it's
Downfall High, wasn't it?
Downfall High, and they had like all these actors in it. Like, it was just sick, like the way they did that. It was just like a full continued thing, and like Travis Barker's just like teleports to wherever he needs to be in the film. Like,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I know
Right.
you brought up Olivia Rodrigo before, but she did something like that pretty similar for her album. I'm not sure if she...
yeah,
I don't know if it was like...
I think she actually did it after as
Yeah.
well. I think like Machine Kelly is one of the first people to kind of like jump on that. Like, it would have been so expensive, like just thinking how expensive it is to make one music video and then do a whole album of connected music videos.
Yeah, it's like a short film.
yeah.
I haven't seen that. I might have to check
I'll
that
have to
out.
look that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam, what did you think of this Machine Gun Kelly album? We've listened to a lot of pop punk.
I'm torn because I think I do really like the production on it, and obviously the drumming's great. And there's nothing like particularly wrong, but I'm always missing that aggression. But I find that with a lot of pop punk sometimes. Like, I tend to like the pop punk that has a bit more like oomph to it, just a bit angrier.
More fire.
Because I'm an angry guy, you know, I'm an angry young man.
Angry man.
But hopefully it moves in that direction because they got all the ingredients there for something great. It sounds good. But yeah. I get that on the Violent Soho album, which is why I love that album because it is like incredibly angry.
Grungy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know. Reading the lyrics on Waco, I always knew that Violent Soho had very like abstract lyrics.
Pretty spontaneous.
Very spontaneous.
Like,
Holy
don't know
shit,
what
some of the
they're
lyrics on
talking
this
about
album
half the
are
time.
really weird.
Yeah.
Got no idea what he's talking
Some of the
about.
weirdest we've done.
Yeah.
Looking on
Yeah.
Genius, like the lyrics
love-
website, which we bring up every single pod as well. And some people have tried to explain it, and I don't reckon any of them are on the money. They're just,
Yeah.
you're making that up.
Yeah.
They're so broad.
They are. But they're very specific as well.
Well, they like to use a lot of I find they like to use a lot of like religious
Yeah.
Yeah.
like motifs or something like cathedrals and
Yeah, especially
holy
on
and
Holy Ghost.
pearly gates
Yeah.
and stuff like.
But then they throw in like really random just pop culture references in there. Like on How to Taste. This is
No, yeah, that's
part of my tattoo later, but that Buffy was a loser, sick of sitcom parables. It's like, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
But it's like I like the line in How to Taste when it's like, she wants to kick in marijuana.
Yeah.
You filthy motherfucker.
What does that mean?
So good. Every time that's on, I'm just screaming it out.
Kick it through the middle like a footy post.
Yeah.
I actually really like the lyrics on it. Like
I like them. I'm not saying it's a bad
I
thing.
reckon it's
I
sick.
enjoy that it keeps you thinking, but it's still like interesting enough. It's not like we've done some broad lyrics on it on this pod where it's just like so broad, but there's nothing that really piques your interest in it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's
It's like they're so random that everyone doesn't know what they mean. That when you go to like a gig and everyone's shouting them out, everyone kind of looking at each other as if like, yeah, we all know what this means, but we actually don't know what this means.
it kind of almost
We know
feels
the words.
sometimes like it's placeholder lyrics. You know how when you write a song, you'll just like
You're like
make
you're
the
like humming
melody
it.
with fake words. Sometimes
Yeah.
I do think I'm just like maybe they just kept them.
Yeah, they just sent
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
No,
Honestly, who
Genius.
knows?
And it
Really.
works. It works really well. The production on this album is so good. I fucking love it.
Yeah,
it's
me
like
too.
it's like it isn't clean, but it's not like lo-fi at all. But it's so raw at
No.
times and
So real.
packs such a punch. It's so good.
Would you rather Hungry Ghost or Waco production?
I reckon Waco.
Yeah.
This.
I like the production.
Yeah, I like Waco.
Waco
Sounds a bit
feels-
more whole.
Yeah, I feel like Waco's a bit more cleaner though than Hungry
Yeah.
Ghost. I always found Hungry Ghost to be a bit like dirtier and a bit more like just a bit more hectic. Like Eightfold on
Yeah.
Such
Hungry
a-
Ghost is just
What a track.
just a
The snare.
just
The
loose.
snare on Hungry Ghost is a lot more like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I think. I just maybe like the drums on Hungry Ghost a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The song. There's a few more like. The songs aren't as like intense overall on this album as Hungry Ghost is. I think. I mean,
Yeah.
like Evergreen is a bit more like it's pretty.
I kind
Up
of
there,
like
but
that.
it's
though.
quite clean as well at the same time.
Evergreen's the reminds me of Foo Fighters.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
everyone said. What's the Foo Fighters
Yeah.
track? Everlong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Everlong.
Yeah.
It's like got that dun dun dun. dun,
Yeah,
like,
it's in the
Yeah.
same key as well. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. They did like a live version thing where they played like Evergreen, and they played two other tracks.
I remember that just when it first came out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I used to chuck that shit on repeat every day. Eh? Like,
was a good-
and
it
I'd
was a good
just watch
video.
them just, I
Yeah.
just watch them jamming.
It was sick.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think it was in the same spaces where they recorded the Blanket music video, maybe.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they played Blanket.
Yeah, they
actually,
probably
in
did.
it.
Yeah.
Blanket was, I reckon, So Sentimental is definitely my favorite track on that album.
Yeah,
But-
and
Yeah.
that one's like a quieter one, really,
Yeah.
in comparison
yeah,
to.
but it's like he's got such good vocals on it.
Yeah.
Like it's just works.
And the backing vocals, like I reckon the backing vocals almost make the whole album in a way, because like they're just so like
Yeah, they're cool.
I don't know, they're just so like angelic.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon?
That's
Like
definitely like where they stepped it up from the last album. I think just
Yeah.
adding a component to think about. And
I think I slept on this album a little bit when it came out. I liked it, but I think I was like on the hype train of Hungry Ghost.
yeah,
And then because this one was a little bit more like not as aggressive. But now when I listen to it, I think that this is like it's definitely more of a unique sound, I think. And it's definitely like Violent Soho, they're like figuring themselves out the most, I think, a little bit.
you say it's their like definitive sound.
Yeah. And that's
It
kind
defines
of
it,
where it's
yeah.
like it's gone on from there. Like their last album sounds heaps more like this album.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely like created their own sort of like sound, and that's influenced a lot of other
Big
things
time.
coming out now, which is like kind of like us. So I don't know. It's kind of happy it happened.
Yeah. Oh,
I reckon this will
absolutely.
end up being like one of the most, or one of like the best Australian rock albums, like of the past.
Yeah.
I don't know. In like 10 years time,
Influential.
even, and be like, shit, this album is
Yeah.
so good. I mean, I think
It was
that
so
now, but
hyped as well.
yeah, it's gonna get better and better.
You don't
as
see
the year
that
goes on.
amount of hype for an
They
Australian
got like
rock album
I
anymore.
think they got like 4 songs in the hottest 100 too, which was sick out of those singles, which is mad.
Yeah.
They did that.
No shade as well. That
Great
song
track.
is just
no shit,
love
that's
that
probably
song.
my favorite.
That
Eh?
song's so sick
good.
because it's so different, and like the bass does something. I don't know if it's in like the pre-chorus or something. It sounds like it plays it in a different key, or is that Blanket maybe? I don't know, but
No, I think it's No Shade. Like that little line it's got
yeah, and it,
through the whole
yeah.
thing.
And you wouldn't expect it from them. And it's
Did
really
they
cool.
do No Shade with their like a version with that Silver Sun pickup song? Is that when they
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah.
I don't know
Because
yeah,
that
maybe.
Silver Sun pickup song
Oh,
or whatever
that
that
was
was,
Lazy
that
Eye.
was
But
Lazy Eye.
Lazy
That
Eye,
song's
yeah.
so good, and it kind of reminds me of No Shade. Like,
I'd never heard of Lazy
Yeah.
Eye until they covered it, and I was like, this song is so fucking good. What the
I was
it is.
I was
eh?
so angry
I
when they
honestly,
covered that. I always thought as a kid, if I ever do like a version for any reason, I'm gonna do that song, and then they did, and I was like, "Fuck,
Yeah,
the jig is up."
yeah.
Anyway,
The
not like that
we
will happen, but
Noah and Alex, we have a playlist called the Record Royale Dump. Well, we have 2 actually. When we pick our favorite songs later, we have the Record Royale ads, which all our favorite songs go in there. But then any like really shit song that we come across goes into our playlist, the Record Royale Dump, and we haven't used it in a while. But I'm gonna put forward a song that I think belongs in there, off Machine Gun Kelly's album,
Which one?
Kevin and Barracuda, where it's just them talking
Yeah.
on the phone.
Oh yeah.
Not even a
Yeah.
song, but that shit.
Didn't even need it.
The interlude sort of tracks. They're always
Yeah.
the
it
worst.
just that one very specifically just doesn't sound very comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, he actually did that. I watched a live of him playing some song. I think it was the song that's after that interlude, but he did the interlude live, and
So
like
weird.
everyone in the crowd is like reciting the interlude, and I was like, I was just shaking my head. I was like, no.
Oh, what the
You
fuck?
got some.
There's, that's like that's. I got a bit of a gripe with, like, not that, all that definitely, but a lot of other times on this album where, and heaps of bands do it, but where they it's like the audio that wasn't meant to be, like, oh, we'll keep rolling.
Yeah, we'll keep that.
Yeah, I think that can be left behind, to be honest.
That's I reckon that's such a pop punk cliche
Yeah,
as well.
it is.
It's on like every pop punk
Like-
album, and it feels like Travis was just like, "You got to do it. You have to do this."
Yeah.
To write a
This is-
Tasha's guy.
If you want to be in a pop punk band, this is what we all do.
Yeah.
I feel like if there's any band that's done it like perfect, it'd probably be June Rats.
Oh yeah, they used to do it a lot.
Like their little like what is it? What's the song? Crazy Motherfuckers, like the one before that.
Yeah.
What happened?
On their new album.
There's just like parts in MGK's album when he's like, "Fuck, I said the wrong lyric." You're like, you definitely said that though. That
Yeah.
line,
Exactly
like,
right.
so many times to get that right.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
One, you didn't
Exactly
one take
right.
it, my guy. Like,
But
Yeah.
my favorite thing on the album, for sure, like overall, is just the ad libs. Just all the like,
yeah.
just the okay, like,
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
That is what makes it, man. Like that is my favorite.
That-
like every
No,
time,
no.
it's like, yeah.
that's his rap background.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Nora and I do this thing where like we play this game. It's like guess the Machine Gun Kelly ad lib.
Yeah.
And, like we'll just start spouting all these ad libs, and you have to guess what song it's from.
Yeah. we do he's got an acoustic version of Bloody Valentine, and it's so good. Like his voice sounds so good in it, and I think it's something on YouTube. But and then he at the start of that he always goes like, okay, and like, we like constantly go like we were trying to like work out where it's coming from, but then like kiss he's got the side of me. I think he's got like all right,
Right.
all right. And then we
That's
did
so
this,
funny.
like, we went to Sydney to watch Bugs once and Teenage Jones. And before we went out, we did these stories where, like, one of them would go, like, would be the video of us going, like, all right. And then, like, the next video would be the actual song over the top of it. And, like, it was so spot
We
on.
put it in black
like,
and white, like hell, like pop punky looking.
honestly. Just trying to join the club.
They should get Tom DeLonge on to do ad libs.
Mm.
I think
I know.
that would be
Yeah.
ice
Dude.
on top.
Yeah.
Dude Ranch by Blink has like 40-second long things of Tom DeLonge just going like making sex noises and shit. So it's been around for a while. It's not a new
Let's just
thing.
chop that up. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
It is sick, though.
My thing with this album, and I'm happy that it's gotten so big because it's a rock album. However, if you replace the name with Machine Gun Kelly and you put some random ass pop punk band and said it was their debut record, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. It just sounds like another pop punk album to me.
Yeah, I get where you come from there. Yeah.
I guess he kind of I definitely see what you mean because
He
it
definitely
is like,
hasn't reinvented the wheel.
No.
But
Nah.
it's definitely.
he's just added his.
I think it's pretty fresh though. Like it feels refreshing.
I feel like one thing that's like new, but maybe it's just me like being the only time I've listened to this album, but where he has like the electronic drums in some songs.
Yeah, that's
Like, I haven't heard of that. Oh well, I don't think I've just listened to enough of
That's
like
probably-
other artists have that, but that was like kind of the first time I heard that.
That's kind of the rap side coming into it, I reckon. Though.
Yeah.
I think
Sick.
I think that's like the least. That's the thing I like most about the hip hop influence, and you can hear it sometimes in like the cadences as well, and like in some of his hooks as well. You'd feel this over like a big 808 sort of beat, and I definitely don't mind. I'm kind of the same. I think like the production's kind of where it falls off for me. If it did like something a bit, just all like the typical pop punk tropes is where it falls off. I like the dish of the
Maybe
hip-hop,
if he
for sure.
definitely blended
think
more
that's
of
what-
the hip hop in there, and then that would find his own more of a niche.
Well, has he got other albums where it's a bit more rap but also pop punk? Or is this
I think he had a few singles where like when he was
In the
starting
lead
to
up.
get into it. Yeah, there's one called Why Are You Here, which I still listen to a fair bit, and it's got like a fair bit of, it feels it's got like you said, it feels like it's got that like 808 sort of like beat to it, but it's also got like those cadences where it feels like he's kind of rapping a bit. It just like it kind of works, but then Tickets to My Downfall definitely feels quite like it feels more singy. Like it feels like sometimes it feels like he's singing a bit more.
I think I like the singing. I think it's more
that's what I like about it.
It's honestly more of the it's not like Travis, but the instrumental, just because they are just like all just straight pop punk. Like it looks like it's come out of the pop punk songbook, like the chord progressions and stuff.
I'm interested to know because I know he can play guitar, but I know that Omo Fetty did a lot of the guitars on it, and like I've tried learning some of the songs, like the way that Omo plays it, and it's like it's so loose. Like that Kiss Kiss song is like, I don't know how you'd play that live and sing it. Like it's hectic.
Yeah, I don't think I saw a few live videos. I think he mostly kind of just does like the choruses, and he has a few guitarists up there, I think.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, he's got some guy on the keys as well, which is pretty hectic. But he's got that bassist as well that's in like all the videos, and he's like some like punk looking dude. He's like huge, and he's like just like thrashing his head around. He looks like he's just having the time of his life. Eh?
Yeah.
I love it when bassists are like just huge, like massive.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Like,
It's that band that's got the huge basses, and he looks like he's out of like an anime.
Oh, Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica.
Rob
Yeah,
Trujillo.
he's got like the four ponytails. Like it looks
Yeah.
like he's
Lowest
the
hanging
greatest
bass in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah, his
He
bass
looks
is
like he's out
man.
of.
yeah.
He looks like he's out of like One Piece or something.
yeah.
He's like an admiral out of One Piece. Like,
Actually, I love
gnarly.
watching. Is it Luke Henry from Violent Soho?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
basses, because he's just the longest man. So whenever he
Yeah.
does like any live sets and stuff, as soon as
Very
he starts
long
like
hair,
headbanging,
Yeah, they both
Yeah.
get like
he's got such a long,
Anti-clockwise
like a
and
large
clockwise.
radius.
Yeah,
of
they
his headbang.
feel they feel like in time as well when they're doing it.
It's so
Like,
good.
I don't know how they don't get their hair like wrapped around the guitar bar.
They're
it
like
just keeps
they're
going around.
professionals at it. They're so good
Yeah.
at it.
yeah, their hair's got their own mind.
They must
His
practice
And
it.
knows where to go.
Do you reckon they
Yeah, they
practice it
must
in the
practice.
mirror?
Yeah, they would. They surely would.
They go 21 way and then like, yeah, we'll go the other way.
They do neck warm ups before they
Yeah.
go
No,
on.
they go like, yeah,
Some of
this
these ones,
chorus. They go like, this chorus will do anti-clockwise. Next chorus, clockwise.
That's funny.
Sweet.
No.
Should we get into the segments?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, almighty. All right, we're gonna kick it off with Get Inked.
Get inked.
Sweet. We're gonna make some tattoo designs from these albums, or the lyrics, or whatever you want. Adam, you can go first this week.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
Mine are shit this week. I forgot that I did a shit job when we were about to record, and then I just didn't fix them. So,
Yeah.
Anywho, my one for Violent Soho is from How to Taste. I said before, Buffy was a loser, sick of sitcom parables. I was thinking of maybe like Buffy from the show Buffy, sitting on the ground and she's like crying, and then like members of Seinfeld and Friends are all just like bullying her because she's a loser.
I don't know what Buffy is. What is
Buffy was a
Vampire Slayer.
90s like vampire show, kind of sitcom.
It's
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
Buffy
drama.
the Vampire Slayer, isn't that? What
Yeah,
that's
Buffy the
called?
Vampire Slayer.
True.
Anywho,
Sick.
and then my one for tickets for my downfall. This was just a misheard lyric, and I wrote it down, and then I found the real lyric, and then didn't fix it. In All I Know, I thought the line was Rick James running from the cops all night, but it's actually ripped jeans, which doesn't really make sense. But I thought it was Rick James running from the cops all night, so I was thinking Rick James from like that Chappelle Show skit with his dreads and his white suit. Crazy.
Oh yeah,
Just like a side profile, like a cartoon of him running and maybe a cop car behind him chasing him.
Cool.
It's got
I'm
nothing to
Rick
do with
James.
Tickets to My Downfall.
What did Rick
Yeah.
James sing?
uh,
Did he sing Super Freak?
yeah, Super Freak.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you've ever seen that Chappelle Show skit?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have.
You should look it up. It's great.
I'll look it up.
It's just about he used to just live on
Is that on
cocaine for like a
Netflix?
decade, and everyone's got a crazy Rick James story from the 80s. He was just a psychopath.
That's cool.
Anyway,
Yeah, I have no idea.
Nice.
there you go.
Mine from Machine Gun Kelly is just the song title. Play this when I'm gone. I'm just thinking this would be like a big back piece. It's Machine Gun Kelly's funeral, and there can just be like two big speakers on either side, like a coffin in the middle, and then the priest is just like holding this record in his hands over the dead,
Open
over the
casket.
coffin. Yeah.
I have too much of an image in my head.
And
Massive
then
back piece.
from Violent Soho, Viceroy. This has got to be one of the most like misheard Australian lyrics of all time. It's King or the Viceroy. Everyone and I used to as
I thought it
well.
was King of the.
Oh, King of. I think. Oh, it's one of the two. Whatever. See, I probably got it wrong.
it's all-
No.
But it used to be. I used to think it was Kill the Viceroy.
Yeah,
And
true.
I have a YouTube channel called Chips Ahoy 81. And then I have like 5 videos up there from like 2015 or whenever this album came out, 2016. And one of them is anyone know Star Wars Episode 3? So like the last prequel where Anakin Skywalker kills the Viceroy. I did a video. It was just that clip and then Viceroy just plays after it. It's so shit. So I'm just thinking Anakin.
I need to go on YouTube.
I'm just
classic.
thinking Anakin Skywalker just before he turns into Darth Vader, killing the Viceroy and then I don't know, they can be fucking listening to Violent Soho or some shit as a
Some
tattoo.
music notes in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guitar tab, the bass tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my very, very long, pretty god awful tattoo. Brad, what's yours?
Okay, from Machine Gun Kelly, from Kiss Kiss, comma Kiss Kiss the bottle all night. I'm thinking it's like a side view of Machine Gun Kelly with like a really long, gross like serpent's tongue, and he's just like wrapping the tongue and like kissing like a bottle of Jack Daniels or something,
Nice.
like caressing a bottle of Jack.
with his tongue.
Nice.
Pretty
hot.
pretty festy. And from Violent Soho, I got a Waco in the background. This is what.
Yeah, you get the Esky.
Yeah, I got the Esky.
just-
I'm singing a tat of James Tiswell. Is that how you say his last name? Tidswell?
Yeah,
Tidswell.
Yeah.
We had like back in when he had the big beard and the massive hair, like in a camping chair, kicking back on a Waco, got his feet up, just having a beer
Nice.
out of the
Nice.
fridge, and maybe he's got his big Gibson Explorer in the background as
I
well.
do. I miss his Instagram stories back in the day. Does anyone remember that?
Vaguely,
When they were
yeah.
like at their height of their fame, and every day it'd just be him barbecuing like some enormous bit of meat and drinking heaps of beers every day.
So
and then the
good.
next day he
Yeah.
would barbecue more meat, and you'd go, "Where'd it go? Where'd the last one go?" Anyway,
I don't remember that.
That was a good one, Brad.
Thanks, mate.
All right, boys. Did you have any for this, Alex? Did you have some tattoo designs?
I had one for Violent Soho, for Waco, and it was just like of the lyric Pearly Gates, like in No Shade. And I actually had to look up what Pearly Gates were, but it's just like that image of like those big golden gates that
For
like
heaven.
is the entrance
Heaven.
to heaven. So I thought maybe you could put one on each butt cheek.
That's he's good.
Kind of like just turn it on its head.
That's great.
but-
That tastes good.
Now it's gonna get weird when I say mine. 'cause
That's
I was
really
saying that.
That's it.
But for Machine Gun Kelly, I was thinking maybe like with Concert for Aliens, you could have like, because there's a lyric saying like you didn't want to go to law school, so maybe you could have like an alien as a lawyer. I don't know.
That's nice. That'd be.
that's nice.
Alien
That
is
is
sick.
really good.
That'd actually be really,
Yeah.
really clean little tat.
He's got like the curl thing, like
Yeah, the
Oh,
judge
yeah.
hair. Yeah.
The hat.
That's nice.
yeah.
Good shit. What are yours, Noah?
Well, for Machine Gun Kelly, my biggest misheard lyric was in Kiss Kiss when he goes kiss kiss the bottle all night. I always thought it says kiss kiss the butthole all night. I don't know why. Wait, I had no clue why. So maybe you could have like a big lips like tattooed on one side of your ass cheek, and like it's just like MGK maybe written on the lip. Like,
Yeah.
or-
Kiss the
MGK
butthole,
would
no.
kissed your ass.
I would have
Literally,
thought
like,
that
li-
does sound like it could be a
Yeah.
Machine
I
Gun
know.
Kelly lyric,
Like,
maybe.
if you listen to it again and you kind of think about it, you're like, shit, it actually does say that in a way.
Why do I feel like he's probably got that on his butt?
Yeah.
Something
Or I was thinking you could just get all the ad libs you could possibly find, like in the songs, even if they repeat, just have like two alrights written on your leg, and like just be like that one's in that song and that song, like cite them.
Yeah.
But for Waco, I'm not really sure. I don't know. Maybe James. I remember watching Violent Soho for my first time ever, and James Tidswell brought out a footy and kicked a footy, and then threw out free 4x gold. So maybe a tattoo of James Tidswell kicking a footy and with a 4x gold in between.
That guy's always pushing the Brisbane
That'd be sick.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like he's trying to
with-
brainwash people. He's like 4x.
yeah,
Make the connection.
yeah. Maybe that. I think that'd be pretty red hot.
Sick. They were all really good this week, except for mine. Nice. Let's
And
do the ad. So we're just picking our favourite songs, one from each album, reversing the order. Noah, what are your favourite songs from each one?
Oh, all right. Violent Soho, probably So Sentimental, tied with probably So Sentimental tied with No Shade. But I just want to actually check the album just one more time.
The two lighter ones. So Sentimental
Yeah.
is the best track there.
I actually froth Slow Wave.
Yeah,
That's gnarly. But
great band name as well.
yeah,
That would be.
Slow Wave.
But no, I'm actually just gonna stick to So Sentimental because I always listen to that song. And then for MGK, I'd probably go with Kiss Kiss. I don't know. I froth that song. I just froth the guitars. I reckon they're so clean.
Kiss the butthole all night.
Yeah, the butthole.
That sounds like a Blink lyric, actually. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss the
Or
butthole.
Bloody Valentine. I froth Bloody Valentine. It's got
Yeah.
the drums in that they're fat. I like that.
Nice. Alex, what are yours?
With Waco, it definitely have to be No Shade. Hey, like that song, like Nora and I used to like, because we were pretty much in year 10 or something when that whole album came out. We would just like play that song religiously on the way home on the bus. Like it's just the best bus song. Like going home to
When you'd
like,
share, you'd have one earphone in one ear and
one,
the other.
yeah,
You'd share the
old
earphone.
school.
Yeah.
So nice.
Classic.
But yeah, and with Machine Gun Kelly, probably, probably Nothing Inside, because I'm a bit of an Ian Dior fanboy. So
Yeah, I froth that song.
that's probably my favorite. Not
Yeah.
sure why, but yeah.
Nah, that song's really cool. I had that song stuck in my head. Ian Dior, is he singing Mood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feature on Mood. Yeah.
Yeah, he's he's like featured with Mood, and he's what else does he sing? He's got a few other ones. But I don't know. I think I just like him because he's like hell young, and like he kind of like he's pretty big in a young age.
Yeah.
I kind of froth that with young musicians.
Yeah. Man, Brad, what are yours?
I'm gonna go. It's tough for Waco. There's so many good ones. If I wanted to get like do a deep cut, I'd probably say Holy Cave. I really like the solo at the end of that, but I'm probably just gonna go. Screw it, I'll go Like Soda. I think that song is so
Yeah,
good.
I forgot about Like
And
Soda.
it was such like it was the first single, kind of like got over it after a while, but coming back to it, that song's still so good. And I love the intro is so good.
It's a
Nostalgia.
crazy song, like what the meaning behind it and stuff. It's his mate from the pub that
Yeah.
died or something, and
Fuck,
Anyway.
that's heavy.
Yeah.
it is very heavy, but
And
great track.
everyone can relate to the pub and the
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah.
Beers, I think. So yeah, I'll go that. Machine Gun Kelly. I'm gonna go. I think it was Lonely. I actually like the hook in that. I like the drums as well. It's something a bit. It's not just the same drum beat the whole time. It's like slows down and the outro has some like cool little feel that actually
Yeah.
with heaps. So I'm gonna go that.
Yeah, it is sick.
Yeah, that is a sick song.
Nice.
Who's
I'm gonna say. I was probably gonna say Nothing Inside too. I'll just say Concert for Aliens because it just sounded like a Tom DeLonge song heaps. Maybe it is not to Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
It's about aliens as well. What's Blink song? Aliens Exist. Hey mom.
Yeah.
Something in the back room.
How's he going with the search? Like,
Oh yeah, I think it's going well. I mean, I follow him on Instagram, so he's always posting. Well, not as much anymore because Angels and Airways have been touring. But I swear he said he was like working with the Pentagon. So who knows what to
I
believe.
remember that.
yeah.
I don't know if that's
I remember.
true.
I
I
remember.
don't believe shit from you, mate.
He went on. He went on Joe Rogan. Like he had an episode with Joe Rogan. I swear, Joe just like tore him to shreds.
Yeah, he
eh?
did.
Like,
I was
he
looked like
just-
genuinely worried about him.
Yeah, it was like just
What are you saying?
interrogating the fuck out of him.
That was a while ago. Joe Rogan.
I actually froth
think
Angels
less of him.
and Adrians and Airways, but I like
Yeah, love him.
Same.
Yeah, it's so
I
good.
think-
so sick.
So good. That their first album, and I can't remember what the other one. I have one of them on vinyl. I can't remember. What it's
I
called.
literally
Dream
only know
Walker.
like one song, I think, but it's
They're really good. All the Blink side bands are heaps good. I've been listening to Plus 44 heaps. The one Mark
Yeah.
Hoppus and Travis Barker did.
Oh yeah.
So good.
It's that one song.
When your heart stops beating.
yeah.
Yeah.
So good. Anyway, I'm doing Viceroy. I forgot how fucking good that song is because it was
Yeah.
never like in my top tier Violent Soho songs, and then listening to it recently, so good. The chorus is massive, and it's a bit of a pop song as well. Like the way it
Yeah.
builds up to the chorus, it's really cool. Yeah, Adam, what are yours?
Mine for Machine Gun Kelly, I'm gonna go the first track, title track. I just think I really like the change up in it. I think the drums are great, and yeah, it's just like it's a really good opener. I thought. And then for Violent Soho, all of mine have been said. Again, I'll go Blanket. Actually, our old band had a song that sounded. We pretty much had exactly the same intro.
We should insert it. We should insert Blanket. Play the intro to Blanket. Brad, here. Alright, and then now play the intro to Bones by Split Feed. Here.
We wrote it before Blanket came out, but we hadn't released it before Blanket came out. So we were really nervous about it, releasing it, because it was like just after the biggest album in Australia. Everyone knew that song. Anyway, so I just didn't really listen to that song after, because I was like, it would just make me cringe, because I'd be like, fuck.
I still remember
it's exactly the same intro. Like, it's fucking exactly the same.
I still remember when we played it at one of our earlier shows. We hadn't released it yet, and dudes who were like, who knew our band, who'd seen us before play it, and also knew Violent Soho, were singing like the you know, in the chorus. And I was like, oh no.
But being forced to listen to it again properly, I was like, yeah, this is so much better than our track, and it is so good. It is a fucking cracker of a song. So
it is
loved it. I'm keen to hear it.
It is a perfect like second track on the album kind of song.
Yeah, it is.
That's an underrated position, but it's
fantastic.
So good. Yeah.
Even what's the other track off? Is it Eightfold on Hungry Ghost?
Yeah.
Is that number 2?
Yeah.
Is that the second track?
That was
no.
No, I don't think so.
that was like,
sorry, my bad.
At the end, isn't
no
it?
idea.
Yeah.
We're looking it up.
No.
Lowbrow.
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 Sorry.
Yeah,
that is a great
Lowbrow's
second
the
track
one.
as well.
Yeah.
Actually, you just forgot how good of a track In the Aisle was as well. I remember I used to
Oh yeah.
saturate that song on my phone. I love that
We
song.
actually had like a little we had, when we first started playing music, we had a Debbie's we were called Debbie's Disco Biscuits, and we were like a pretty much a Violent Soho cover band, and we did like,
and we're proud about it.
we're proud. We never go back on it. But what was the first song we did? No, that was like we did a little film clip for
Muscle Junkie,
Muscle Junkie.
Great track.
real early.
Heard
Just
that song ages.
Just because it was so easy to play. Like like all their songs in Drop D were like, it was just like look up the tabs and then be like, fuck it, I'll learn the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also want to give a special mention to Neighbor Neighbor. That's probably my all-time favorite Violent Soho song.
That was just like a random single, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That and Tinderbox.
Tinderbox is
Tinderbox
sick.
crazy.
Tinderbox is probably my favorite.
Song. Guitar riff on that is so sick. All right,
That's where they got. Yeah.
Matt, let's do this segment. I don't know if I told you about this segment, boys, but it's called Shark Tank.
It's a smash hit.
Me, Brad, and Adam
Love Shark Tank.
picking a song title from either album, and we're making a business idea, and we're pitching it to you two, and then you have to tell us at the end which business you would invest your hypothetical money into.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Brad, you can go first this week.
All right, I'm up. This is pretty silly. Mine's called Play This When I'm Gone. So that's my company name.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's my little pitch. Feel like you don't make an impression when you enter the room? Do you suck at saying goodbyes? PT Wig, Play This When I'm Gone. We'll change that for good. Our service, so it's pretty much like a recording company that records a personal theme song and jingle based off your interest in music tastes. And they have like a special Bluetooth speaker and remote soundboard that you go when you walk around. You get to like you play your intro music when you enter a room. Say, hey, what's up, guys? Play your intro music. You get like you can. There's a couple buttons so you can do like a laugh track or something. if no one's laughing, you can just quickly click a button and they'll laugh track for you.
PT wig.
Or like some PT wig.
I'm dropping
and there's
some,
like
I'm dropping some fat coin. Nah.
Yeah. Or there's like catchphrase and shit as well. You can add to your personal soundboard. So yeah, it's pretty much like a personal soundboard for you to go around and make your life a bit more interesting.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm dropping some coin on that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to hear the next one before I drop any coin.
That's pretty good.
Give me a charisma boost. Everyone can.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone
That's
can
what
give
we're
me.
going for.
Yeah, Brad, you're
Alex
so
has
good.
entered the room.
I'll go next because it's not as good. Mine's actually, this is the first time I've done this. Mine's actually a TV show idea, so you can invest to like get the show up and running. The show's called Kevin and Barracuda. So it's like it's a TV show. So that Kevin is a struggling IT technician from Chicago who has a talking pet barracuda who can also walk as well as swim. He can do both. And then I don't really know where to go with this. He's like, I don't know, Kevin can be like a fucking, like a big cooker, and like Barracuda is actually the smart, intelligent one that gets him out of all the trouble, as opposed to the opposite. And then it can be like a, I don't know, Rick and Morty.
Sounds like,
It's
sounds
a
like
cartoon.
Rick and Morty.
It's a cartoon, yeah, like a SpongeBob and Patrick relationship, but
I
also
like
like
that.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I like
So yeah,
that.
it's a TV show.
In Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's based in Chicago.
It's a bit of good opposition against PT Wig,
Bulls.
but yeah.
PT wig.
yeah.
Yeah. I reckon that could make Netflix premiere.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see. We'll see.
decent.
What's yours,
What's
Adam?
Adam got?
Mine is called How to Taste. It's an app. I don't know if you guys ever been to a wine tasting or like a beer tasting or even coffee, any sort of beverage tasting, and people, they'll say, "Oh yeah, I can taste like cherry blossoms" or something like that, and I never know what to say. I just always like, "Oh yeah, that
I'm
tastes,
getting
tastes better than the other one."
I'm
but
getting pretty
good.
I'm getting pretty drunk.
yeah, I don't know what the thing is. I don't know what it tastes like, but you want to sound smarter than you are. So this is an app, and it has like every grape variety, every brand of wine, every beer. It's just got this unbelievable database, and coffee as well. And it just tells you like instant tasting notes and like little tips to make you sound like more cultured than you are.
Man, that sounds like it needs to be an app.
Yeah, and you can just take a photo, like if it's a beer, you just take a quick pic of the can, and it'll just be like, yeah, it tastes like grapefruit.
Yeah, or it just
And then
brings
you
you
can
up.
say
It brings you up with all the knowledge that you need to know to
Yeah.
fit into a
Makes you into an instant snob.
yeah.
Dude, I rate that. I work at a brewery and I still can't tell people what's in the freaking beer. Like, yeah, there's a bit of banana in that one. Like literally can't tell them shit. So I need that app.
Yeah.
So I'm investing millions in that one.
Fuck off and drink it.
Hey, that's actually really good, Adam. All right,
Thanks, guys.
now
Yeah.
you got to pick one of the three. You can pick individually. You don't have to do it as a team. Which one you're gonna put your investment money into?
Honestly, I think the Petri wig is sick, but I think I'd be a little bit too embarrassed because just depending on like, in case like, what if I go through a phase where I'm listening to straight like 1-4 and like I walk into a room and people,
You walk in,
yeah,
you
I
might get
walk in
bashed.
and people want to like bash me or something. So like, I'm not too
You
sure.
got to go into a retirement home for some reason.
Yeah.
Shit! Oh fuck! Didn't turn it
Oh,
off.
shit. Yeah, you have to back yourself no matter what,
Yeah.
no matter what situation.
Actually-
You're like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, actually,
Hey, Grandma.
you know what? It's a little bit of a confidence boost. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna drop millions on PT Wig.
Yeah.
What about
Um,
you, Alex?
Nice.
Man, I'm still backing with Adam's one because I need that for my own workforce. Even though I should know all this stuff,
Thanks, mate.
I need it. So I'm sorry, Will.
No, I didn't expect to win this week. That means I'm the tiebreaker. They were both really good. PT Wig is really funny. Do you have to actually like have to hold the soundboard and like click the button yourself?
You have, it's like a mini, like, it's like an Apple TV remote kind of thing.
Do you
But
remember?
like the Bluetooth speakers attached to your belt.
Do you remember when you'd go to like Officeworks or something, and there'd be those toy like soundboard things,
Yeah.
like near
Yeah.
the counter?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of
Is it one of those?
It's like kind
Kinda.
of like that. Yeah.
Just with a better speaker.
Yeah, but really like a good speaker. And it's
Yeah.
got, multiple buttons on it.
Yeah,
for your
right.
shit.
I really like the abbreviation PT Wig, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Adam's How to Taste, just because of
Thank you.
how good it could actually be used.
It could
Like,
make it like a bit
thing.
of a funny sort of thing where like, because I feel like there's so many conversations you get into where like you're with beer connoisseurs or whatever, and like, you know, you feel pretty like left out because I don't know, I don't know anything about it. So like, you know, a quick flick on the phone with a bit of info, you know,
Yeah.
it's
You
like
just
trying
pretend
to
you're on
it's
Snapchat.
like trying to impress your uncle by like knowing all footy players' names and what they've been up to. Like,
That'd be another great app.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? You know when you're with that uncle or whatever and they're like,
Oh, yeah.
you're just sitting there
Quick
going
sport
like,
knowledge.
Rambling
yeah,
on.
big sport knowledge. You know, like you need one of those apps where it's like how to understand sport and it just tells you all the new updates with players and you're like, oh yeah, that player's switch positions, hey uncle. And then they go,
How to talk with other
God,
blokes.
you're good.
yeah, and they're how to talk with other blokes or something.
How to tap into someone's niche.
Yeah,
Very good.
Can encompass all.
There you
of it.
go. I think
Yeah,
that is that my first win.
I don't know. You tell me.
I think so.
Well
It might
done.
have been pretty shit every
What,
week.
first win in 75?
Nah, it's a new segment. It's a new
I gotta
segment.
say,
That would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
that would be outrageous.
it's a new segment.
be.
It's been going on for 50 episodes.
Nice.
That's
All right, we got one more segment. Let's smash through it. 2 truths and a lie. Who's up this week?
I'm up.
All right. Adam's going to say 3 statements about. I'm going to assume they're about Machine Gun Kelly, but
They
could
are
be
about Machine
Yeah,
Gun
they
Kelly,
could have
yeah.
been about either band. 2 of them's true. One's a lie. We got to figure out the lie. Take it away,
Alright.
Adam.
Machine Gun Kelly once worked as a line cook at Chipotle in Cleveland, and he was fired after he stole money from the till to buy his first keyboard. Machine Gun Kelly falls asleep to SpongeBob every night. Machine Gun Kelly went to school with Kid Cudi. 3 really quick
Shit.
ones this week.
I reckon I've got the lie. Eh?
Have you?
I reckon
Oh,
SpongeBob's true.
I reckon SpongeBob's a lie.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! All
I
right.
reckon he went to school with Kid Cudi. How old's Kid Cudi? Yeah, Machine Gun
Dunno.
Kelly's what, like 30 something.
31 or 32 or something.
How old's Kid Cudi? He would have to be like.
They're
40.
not in like, I don't think they're in the same year,
Oh.
just at the same school.
Alright.
I reckon it's the Kid Cudi one. Hey, I reckon he's weird enough to listen to SpongeBob before he goes in.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that one's true. The SpongeBob one, because I don't see Adam making that up. Or do I?
Here we go. Now we're confusing ourselves. What was number 1 again?
Oh,
The-
he's
The
from
one?
he's from
don't worry.
Cleveland. So that sounds too good. The first one sounds too true. Like it sounds like
Yeah.
that would be.
Kid Cudi from Cleveland. That doesn't sound right.
No, I reckon he's from Cleveland. Come on.
I don't know.
Nah.
Fuck. I might go.
He goes.
the-
He goes to bed listening to Megan Fox.
Oh yeah.
No,
I got no idea.
I'm going the middle one. The second one. That's a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going the SpongeBob's lie.
Fuck it. I'll go Kid Cudi. I'm probably definitely wrong, but I'll go Kid
I'll
Cudi.
go.
Oh, actually, sorry, I didn't mean SpongeBob. I meant Kid Cudi's lie.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll go the first one then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Machine Gun Kelly did go to the same school as Kid Cudi,
Damn.
Damn.
apparently. That's all the information I have on that one. It was just a quick little fact. And Machine Gun Kelly does fall asleep to SpongeBob every night.
No way.
specifically,
No.
specifically an episode from seasons 1 to 3, apparently.
Yeah, they're the best ones.
Dude, that was
That's
a
why I won?
polished lie.
You won, Brad.
Yeah.
The first one
Oh,
about
sick.
Chipotle. I just saw that he said that he worked at Chipotle, so then I made up the rest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's
I
a
thought that might have been the case.
it's a part. It's
Yeah.
a
It's a part lie.
It's part truth.
We
Yeah.
should have known. Adam, he loves taking a truth and spinning it into a lie.
It's the easiest way to do it. It's kind of cheating on my part,
It is.
but it works.
You've won twice then today, Adam. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Adam's the
Oh,
winner.
Brad got one.
I got one.
Oh yeah, you got one too, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
But Adam does win.
Well
Thanks,
done.
guys.
Well
It's a
done.
great day for me.
Good on you, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're at the pointy end of the episode. We got to rate these albums out of 10. Out of 10, what though? Out of 10,
Out of 10, Kevin and Barracudas.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
10 Kevin and
and then
Barracudas.
Violent Soho.
10.
Oh, the song names are very broad.
10 4X Golds.
4X, yeah. That's
All right, let's go.
brilliant.
10 4X.
10
Gold.
4X Gold.
All right, we're gonna go around, do Machine Gun Kelly first. We don't do decimal points. So out of 10, Kevin and Barracudas. Noah, what are you giving it?
I'm giving it an 8, Kevin and Barracudas, just because I think it's one of the best productions I've heard in a little while. So yeah, froth it.
Easy as. Alex?
I'm probably gonna give it an 8.5.
There's no decimals, Alex.
Oh, there's no decimals. Sorry. Well, I'll
like to
give
break
it
the
an,
rules.
I'll give it an 8 because I haven't really heard. Like, I kind of got introduced to the whole scene through that album, like his whole, demographic through that album. So, I guess I'm grateful for that.
Nothing's perfect, so you can't go 10, but 9's pretty high.
We do it all the time.
We've
'cause
given
we're
a few
idiots and
10s
we're
on the
not-
pod.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
We're not good music critics, but
We've also given a singular 0.
yeah,
An
Wow.
album that was a 0.
303.
Want by
Bad
303.
Um,
So shit. Adam, you can go next.
I'm gonna go a 6 on this one. Just for what I said earlier in the pod, I think with my pop punk, there's nothing specifically wrong with this album, but I'm looking for more of like a little bit of an edge. I think it's like a little bit of secret sauce, something more like an emotional conjuring, because I think that's what like punk is. It's meant to conjure a lot of emotions, and I just don't feel as much with this. It does have great melodies and stuff, but yeah, it's just missing that a little bit of soul, I think.
Yeah.
But I do really appreciate what it's done for the scene, and I think it's a really good step in like a interesting direction for the genre and for him as well. I think the best from him is yet to come in pop punk.
Cool.
Nice
I'm
one.
gonna go 7. I think most of these songs are super catchy, and I've had heaps in my head, but yeah, there's just not much substance to it, I think, and it just kind of feels a bit forced in a way as well. I don't know if that's like the production or the lyrics themselves, but I don't know. And as I said before, I just think if this was like released by someone else, no one would be talking about it, which is not like a bad thing, but I think there's more deserving pop punk albums out there than this one.
I definitely agree with that point.
Yeah.
To be fair, boys, we have done literally like 90% pop punk on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Like literally last like 5 weeks. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're in pop punk like brain mode.
Yeah.
So we're bringing,
you guys are the real connoisseurs of pop punk.
we're bringing them to the
Accidentally,
table.
yeah,
Yeah.
every week.
Well,
Nah, that's sick.
yeah. Brad.
I think I'm gonna follow Adam up with a 6. I think what Adam summed up perfectly. I think it's just a little bit soulless, and I think like every song they kind of get jumbled for me. I didn't hate it. I didn't like dislike it, and I do think he's doing God's work for pop punk. Like he is taking the torch, and I'm not that mad about it.
No, neither.
I think
direction.
he's doing a good thing. He's doing God's work.
And the drumming rocks.
And
Of course.
Travis is Travis.
course it
He's
does,
gonna
yeah.
do his
Travis
thing
is
no matter
Travis.
what.
Yeah.
Correct.
He's gonna get that shit done.
Easy as. All right, let's do Waco by Violent Soho. Out of 10, 4x golds. Noah.
I think I'd go 8 again, just because I think I'd give Hungry Ghost a 9, and I like Hungry Ghost more. So I like Waco, but I like Waco, so I'll go one less. I'll go 8 4x golds.
Right.
Mad. Alex.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a 9A because I think I don't know, it was just an album that I kind of went through high school with. Like guess Hungry Ghost was really good actually. I'd probably give that a 10, but yeah, I don't know. I was just always on the bus listening to this. Like, pretty much spent like my whole year in 10 or 9 or whatever year it was, just listening to this album. And I don't know, it's kind of pretty special to me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
For sure.
Beautiful.
Adam.
I'm gonna go. This album is way better than I remember. Probably because of what I said before. I just was on that like Hungry Ghost hype train. That was my year 12. Started drinking beers, perfect beer drinking music, and then moved on to this. And I think maybe because it was just a little bit more mature, and I wasn't yet. I wasn't as into it at the time.
You weren't ready.
But now going back to it, I think this one shows a lot more diversity in their sound than Hungry Ghost did. like a lot more dimensions to them. And usually I'm not as about the really conceptual lyrics, but these ones all had me thinking, and they just work really well. So I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go a 9. I think on this one. It's a big score, but it's just like it's a very like. I could hear this coming from America and it being really good over there as well. And like in Australian punk, that doesn't happen that often, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's just it's a bit of a benchmark for Australian punk albums, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm following you up. I'm giving it a 9. I think it's my biggest score of season 5. It's if everything flows so well. We didn't like really talk about that, but it's just such a concise album. The production, I love the production. This could be like my favorite production, and it just works so well. And with the lyrics, like they are odd, but they seem very like thought out and not just thrown together. And all of their albums I could really chuck on whenever, but this one specifically I could put on whenever and have a great time. So yeah, I'm going 9.
There's a song for everything.
Yeah, for sure. Bradley, bring it home.
I'm gonna go at 8. I think I am a Hungry Ghost sort of guy, but I think just in general, I think both those albums are super important to a lot of boys and girls in Australia. I think that was the band. They are the band still. I would say they're like the silver chair of our sort of generation. Is that too far?
No, that is
that's
true. That's correct.
Perfectly far enough.
Which is crazy when you actually say it out loud. But yeah, for sure, definitely.
I think it's such a perfect mix of like aggression and kind of like introspectiveness, and like also just that kind of Aussie blue collar sort of grit to it.
Yeah.
It's for the people. Violent Soho is for the people.
For sure.
What a line.
That's
an audio grab if I've ever heard one.
Put that on your fucking story. Put that on you. Yeah. I'll go an 8. Only because I think Hungry Ghost start to finish has the edge for me.
Okay.
Easy.
Nice.
Very well said, Bradley. Wow.
Thank you, man.
Wow.
Should start doing these in the morning a bit more.
Yeah.
I'm usually just tired, but I cannot tell.
Yeah, maybe. All right, easy win in the end. Waco gets 43 out of 50. It beats Machine Gun Kelly's out 35 out of 50.
Got to back the Australian.
For sure.
Waco's going ham in our end of season big matchup.
That'll be number 1 seed, I think, for sure. Thanks for bringing these albums on, boys. I had a pleasant time listening to these.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It was great.
I'm glad we could get it done. Didn't have to hunt for headphones this time, so
yeah.
it's always a relief. But day for it, I reckon.
Thanks.
Yeah,
it is.
It actually truly is.
Yeah, it's sick what you guys are doing too. Like I haven't really delved into this kind of style of podcast. Like the most podcasts I listen to on music is probably the these New South Wales one. Like this one's so unique. Like it's cool you guys are doing this.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You guys have been a pleasure to have on. You've been
keep up the good work.
Come on anytime, fellas.
Thanks, lads.
Thanks.
Tell us about the Navy SEALs.
Yeah. We'll do.
All the insider secrets.
We're on the road to becoming something.
We'll put you boys through the training. Don't you worry.
Fuck yeah.
I'd actually love that.
10K swim.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Starts off with just a nice little warm up. It's a 20K run. Then we are.
Do they do
swim
the
to New Zealand.
Pace has to be at 450, and everything else that comes after that is just gets easier.
Do they do the whole like escape the truck sort of simulation in like the pool?
They do this thing called I'm pretty
It's
sure.
on the
Actually, I
helicopter.
don't think I'm allowed to really say.
Helicopter,
I don't know if it's
okay.
confidential.
Just in case.
I think I just said it.
No, there's actually fuck it. I think there's this thing called Matapan that they do, and it's like I don't know what it stands for, but it's this hectic part at the end of their course when they do like heaps of like there's helicopters always flying around. They're dropping people in the sea, and they're doing. Anyway, I should probably shut up before I get shot. But
Dude, the CIA is gonna start knocking on your door.
There's a red dot on your forehead right now.
Yeah,
Man, I don't know why you can't say that, because I swear they do that in Jervis Bay. Like they drop people.
no, you
out
probably
of the
can
plane.
say it, but like I actually don't know what you can and can't say. I don't know.
Yeah.
Best to be careful, boys.
Yeah.
Best to be careful.
Best to
You
be
never
careful.
know.
Better be quiet,
Best,
Sergeant.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care if they came knocking. I just don't want to lose my job. So that's just
Yeah.
I think it's pretty. I'm pretty confident in saying I don't think any of the Jervis Bay navies are listening to record.
yeah.
Especially if they don't have
Unless-
headphones in the whole
I'll
place.
tell you what though, we get a fair few because they do this NEOT course out at work, which is like usually it's people who like take a gap year or they're quite young and fresh out of school, and like whenever they're on duty, there's always one on usually on gym duty, like it's kind of up the hallway, and usually I'll go have a chat to them and just like try and plug the band sometimes, be like, oh yeah, listen to music. And then this one guy, I still remember this one guy, he was like, I only listen to country. And I was like having dinner with him once, and I was just trying to do everything I could to convince him. and I was like, this is probably our most country song. And
Country, they like it was in the sea.
yeah.
It's country for the waves.
Country,
Yeah.
yeah. And like he was like, nah, I'm not buying it. And like some people you tell them and they're like, nah, I don't even think that's you. It doesn't look like you. And I go, and sometimes I'm like, well, what can I do to prove? Like,
Country for the sea.
Crazy.
That's so good. Next week we did just say we've been doing nothing but punk, but oh boy, next week is not that at all. We got I'm very keen though. We got Lily and Grace from Clues, Sydney band Clues.
Yeah.
I love Clues.
Sick, yeah.
big.
Very sick. They're coming on 4. Grimes, her album Miss Anthropocene versus Metronomy. I think that's how I pronounce it. The English Riviera.
I've not heard either of them.
Yeah. Well, I've heard of Grimes and I've
Yeah,
heard
I
of
have heard of
Metronomy,
Grimes.
but
I've
yeah.
heard. I haven't heard the album, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I've had a quick little listen. Grimes is
Crazy.
pretty cool. Yeah, it's weird, as you'd expect, but
Yeah,
it's pretty
okay.
sick. I'm very keen. Yeah, that was going to wrap this episode up. Follow us on socials at Record Royale, mainly just Instagram though. Buy a tote from recordroyale.com.au and follow the boys, the Debbies. Is it at Debbie's Band?
Yeah.
That's the one.
At Daddy's band on pretty much everything. So
Sweet as.
Yeah.
Go
Easy
listen to
peasy.
the new single
Like that.
Sinner.
Yeah,
I very much
cheers.
like it.
It's a great
Might
track.
chuck it on
Cheers,
today.
guys.
yeah.
It's a nice sunny day. I think it's a nice day to listen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Fuck yeah.
Man. All right, let's send this one home. See you all next week.
See ya.
Closes.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
boys.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.